Throughout history, we have gone through brutal and tough wars. But do you ever ask yourself, is there such thing as a good war? With all the fighting and animosity towards each other, is there really a good war? To me, no. Pearl Harbor was attacked on December 7, 1941. The reason being was because the United States applied both diplomatic and economic pressures to try to resolve the Sino-Japanese conflict, but the Japanese government viewed these measures, especially on embargo on oil, as threats to their national security. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor while everybody was resting on a Sunday morning. Nobody saw it coming because Japan never declared war on the U.S. The U.S. didn't want to go to war, but Pearl Harbor led to war, but it wasn't a good war. The Pacific War occurred in 1941 against the Japanese. Japanese armed forces launched a massive offensive attacking targets as far east as Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, and as far west as Burma. They created an empire called the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere. This empire was where Japanese industries would have access to the substantial oil, rubber, and tin resources of Southeast Asia and Indonesia. This war helped end the long-lasting World War II. The stock market crash also led to war, but was it a good war? I don't think so. The stock market crashed because of big industries that were in trouble financially, which means it's still in the oil, and people were making bad decisions hoping to fulfill their dreams. But before the war even started, there were many countries' government were being taken over by dictators. One dictator was Stalin, who took over the communist Russia after Lenin's death. During the war, though, Stalin and Russia were allies of the U.S., but in the end they became enemies. Then you have Hitler, who had declared war on Russia and the U.S., but the war didn't work out in his favor, so he decided to kill a whole lot of Jews, known as the Holocaust. So you ask yourself, is there really such thing as a good war? Really, it's your own opinion.
I would have lost it all.